All right, the Kadeshi securing their place in the finals. Was that the first comedy setup of the day?
Yes, I wouldn't necessarily call it a true comedy setup as much as just a, hey, this will be fun, let's not spend too much money setup.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, what battleship do you want to fly? Oh, that one.
The Armageddon may have just been put in there for Kill 2, because he requested that setup last weekend, and he really should be more appreciative of it.
All right. But I mean, sometimes you don't really know. Sometimes they're just bad setups. People feel
it's always possible.
That's always possible. But I mean, so the Kadeshi are absolutely thrilled.
Well, the thing is, Get Off My Lawn is blue to Test Alliance, which makes them automatically bad.
All right.
So.
All right. Let's grab a question from the forum and then talk a little bit more about FanFest. This is Haldane Urbanus who asks, I'm not a T3 pilot yet, so this is maybe a silly question. Why is the Loki so effective at countering rush teams?
The Loki has a subsystem that gives it a pretty much horrendous bonus to stasis webifiers. So you can really just lock people down. And it comes with the T3 speed and T3 tank, which are all huge bonuses.
Yeah. All the recons have a subsystem that gives them a similar bonus to, the Tech 3s have a subsystem that gives them a similar bonus to the recons from that race. And for the Loki, that means web range. And so they act in a similar way to a Hugin, except with a better tank.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's that one answered. If more of you have questions, go to our forums at eveonline.com. There's an Alliance tournament section, and there is a question thread. I won't get through all of them, but I'll get through as many of the sane and responsible ones as I possibly can. Anyway, FanFest.
Yeah, man.
So we've been at the same venue for a while, and there's been rumblings about moving down to the newly constructed Opera House, which is basically smack in the middle of downtown, next to the water. Is that something we're trying to do?
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely looking at that option. I mean, we're going to keep everything open for now, but it's looking very good for us. I mean, it has so many rooms. We could fit more roundtable rooms in there, and we can have one hell of a party over there. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely looking good at the moment, but I can't promise anything.
So this entire FanFest operation, how much of your time do you spend planning this? Do you go straight into planning next year's the Monday after, or?
Yeah, as soon as it's over, we wrap up everything, then we just go into planning the next one. I mean, we have to, find the location, we have to negotiate, we also have to take care of all the budgets, of the payoff, all the costs. I mean, it's an expensive event, so yeah, we start immediately. But after like a month or two, I start focusing on other events in between, and then we go full on after the summer.
Can FanFest get bigger? Can we get more people next year?
Yeah, definitely. We're aiming for even more. I mean, we had over 1,000 attendees pay for their ticket last time, and that's like 300 more at least than 2009. So yeah, we're hoping for 20% increase maybe. I mean, EVE is growing. I mean, there's always more EVE players and lots of new players, and I mean, they have to come to Iceland and experience it for themselves. So
you went to Iceland.
Yes, I did.
Did you enjoy FanFest?
I deeply enjoyed FanFest. FanFest was actually my college spring break, and my choices were come to Iceland for FanFest, go to like Cancun. And in terms of alcohol, both fun had and alcohol consumed, I think Iceland was the right choice. FanFest is the most fun thing you will ever do in your entire life.
So true.
It was crazy. Like, there was so many good events, but we talked about chess boxing. I think the most important event that hasn't really been talked about was my Alliance Leader panel presentation. If you haven't gone onto YouTube, go ahead and check it out. It's pretty nice.
All right, so a quick pat on your own back there before we, good Alliance Leader panel and humble.
Oh yes.
So are we going to see you next year?
Oh, you will definitely see me next year. I am a poor college student, so I'm going to go back to Washington, D.C. and sort of like collect cans out of garbage cans and like find pennies on the ground, and I'll scrape it together and come back to Iceland for FanFest.
It'll be fun to see you guys out here for FanFest.
I would love to come. I've never had a chance to come yet, but I've always enjoyed watching the streams, watching the Alliance leader panels, and I'd love to come out sometime.
Yeah, definitely the stream. How good was that? So
yes.
I mean, we're gonna repeat
good.
that. I mean, people really enjoyed that. We had lots of views, and you can sit at home and watch it.
Yeah, you can. If you can't make it, watch it.
Yeah, watch it. But,
Yeah.
But
you
make
have to,
it.
Yeah,
But make
yeah,
it, mostly.
make it. You have to come.
Or make it and watch it. Just walk around at FanFest with your laptop. Just be like the super FanFest.
I'm
goer.
attending 3 roundtables right now.
Yeah, it's good. So apart from the chess boxing, like what did you go to roundtables? What did you do?
I went to tons of roundtables. Some of them, see, the roundtables are interesting because they're very keyed toward different groups. There was like an economics roundtable, which I'm not really involved in, but then like the 0-0 and large-scale warfare roundtables were very interesting. They were packed with people. Like the rooms were standing room only at some points. So they were very interesting, and it also lets you put forward your ideas for the game to have a dev think about it and have players discuss it in an open forum.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
It is cool. And we even had a tattoo parlor.
Yeah, I mean, that was a last-minute add-on. We just called up Reykjavik Inc. and
Yeah.
they just showed up with a tattoo artist, and I think we did over 30 tattoos.
And
You
they
did
were
one,
all
no?
Eve-related tattoos.
All Eve related. Most of them were Gurista pirates, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I didn't get
Most
one.
popular one. You, no.
No. I was thinking
one
about
of
it though.
Yeah.
I was like, should I get one? But I don't know. I chickened out. I
The
chickened out.
Lacoste logo on your chest.
Maybe I
Yeah,
can just do that.
exactly.
I just won't need to dress. I'll just walk around bare-chested all day and be like, ugh. It'll be my skin color Lacoste shirt.
You'll just have a collar that you wear with the Lacoste symbol.
Well, maybe next year. We're going to bring the tattoo artist back.
We're looking into it,
All right.
We'll see.
All right.
We don't want to do everything again,
Yeah.
No.
We don't want to be too predictable.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, you want to experience something new every time.
Are we going to aim for the summer again? Are we going to, like, was this a hit? Because we moved it back from winter, basically. Or, well, to spring.
Yeah, well, I mean, the weather isn't that much different from
No.
October and March, so, but we are definitely looking at very similar time periods, so around, 20-something March, so definitely start booking, reserving the date in your calendars.
When will we actually be able to announce the dates and packages for people?
Pretty soon the dates, at least. I mean, as soon as we've nailed down the venue,
Yeah.
which is happening at the moment, and we're looking at all the options and doing all the contracts and all that stuff, all the boring stuff. But as soon as that's over, I mean, we can start announcing it and maybe selling tickets after the summer.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It's one of my favorite times. It's kind of like Christmas. It's like so many people just fly out here and they're just happy and they just have fun. And
It's
just
Christmas,
cool.
but you don't ever sleep.
No, pretty much. It's Christmas without the packets or like anything. It's just the same feel. Anyway, FanFest was wonderful. It's going to keep on being wonderful. So the next group we're dealing with is Group B. So Group B is basically Paiste Syndicate having pretty much qualified, I guess. Well, actually, if they lose now...
Yes, they still can get knocked out, but it would be very difficult.
Yes.
The opposing team would have to, I think, get a handicap win.
And they have Vanguard, Imperium, which are a bit of a weak team. They are the weakest team in the group, but yeah, they can still go out. But Paiste has been very, very good. They're at 250 points, and we expect them to pass on. Perihelion and Severance are fighting each other. That's a fantastic matchup because those are exactly the two teams competing for the second spot. So who's going to lead this group?
My money's on Paiste and Perihelion.
Yeah.
I'm going Paiste and Sev 3 Rants.
Sev 3 Rands were not as good the first match, but they were pretty good the second.
Yeah, they really shaped up.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they continue that curve.
I think they hope so as well. But Paiste is apparently a Finnish alliance that I don't really know a lot about. Have you guys encountered them in-game in any?
I've chatted with some of them on forums. I haven't actually encountered them in-game yet. They did very well last year. They're one of the very strong teams last year.
They are indeed a very, very good team. But, I mean, yeah, we'll definitely find out. But this is one of the exciting groups as well. There's actually a bit of action going on here. Some of the groups, of course, we have two people with 2 wins, which might slow things down just a little bit.
Yeah,
But we'll see. Anywho, we're about 4 minutes out from the match, and we have this one and all the other ones. And if you want to win something, we've just started a new contest. We do have a contest, and it is for a Logitech wireless mouse. This is a pick the winner of Perihelion versus Severance. It is the Logitech gaming mouse, and I've currently got one on stage right now. Look at this little thing. I will actually increase the packet value of this one by just kissing it. Now, you can win a mouse kissed by me, that's so you can play with your Logitech mouse, and you can have the case next to it, and you can just slightly rub it and pretend I'm there.
I'm very disappointed that I'm not allowed to win that now.
Well, you know, I can kiss something else. Just give me something, and I'll just pass it on.
I think they need to, before the mouse is delivered, just get a plexiglass case so they can sort of like open it and smell it and then preserve it again. Yeah, exactly.
Smell that kiss.
Anyway, so these are coming up. Are they going to pull anything interesting out of the bag, or are we going to see their conservative, let's have a bit of fun setups?
With Pasty, they're probably going to try something that's going to be effective, but not necessarily over the top. With Perihelion and Severance, you're probably going to see whatever their best setups they've come up with is, which is going to be very interesting.
I mean, they seem like Perihelion and Severance seem like they're two kind of the mid-tier teams. You know, they'll win some, they'll lose some. Are they capable of just like completely wowing us now with some sort of setup?
I think anyone's capable of completely wowing us. It's one of those things where they may have just had a setup in reserve that they're waiting to use that is just going to be completely out of the box, going to shake up the whole tournament. It's also quite possible they'll fail horribly, but either way it'll be entertaining.
Yeah, some of these alliances I'm not super familiar with, aside from their roles in the tournament. But who knows, they might have, after last tournament, decided to go home and just practice for the tournament for a year straight and save up all the risk, and they've got really super secret setups that we're going to see.
That might be exactly what happens. So it is Vanguard versus Pasty. What say you, Ravi?
I think Pasty's going to take this.
I agree. I think Pasty's going to take it by a wide margin.
Pasty.
I think Pasty's going to take it as well. Let's go check it out.